Hey y'all, this is episode 4 of The Story Continues. I have a definition for you before you start so you're not lost. If you're new here, what's up? Depression, a common but serious mood disorder. It causes severe symptoms that affect how a person feels, thinks, and handles daily activities such as sleeping, eating, or working. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Okay, so boom, this is episode 4 of The Story Continues. I am your host, Austin Gambrell. And today, we're just going to be talking about life and what I've been through personally. Well, not too in depth. I'm going to keep it for the other episodes in between. So for this episode, for this podcast, I'm going to have in between episodes, like of me, like sharing my own stuff, like what I'm doing now or how I'm continuing to like push through like depression because I struggle with it. Like when I tell you daily, it's not even funny. You can ask my sister. She knows. But yeah, I'm going to have filler episodes of like stuff I'm going through, stuff that I'm kind of trying to do. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm not going to go into it yet. But if you're a returning listener, welcome back. What's good? How you doing? And if you are new here, you should follow the podcast and like it and subscribe or whatever it is, or rate it. Can you rate it? Can you rate it? Stop what you're doing right now. Pause it and rate it. And type a nice little description in the Apple Podcast rating or Spotify or wherever you at, because it's on like 20 different platforms. Anyway, so welcome and let's get into it. So I started learning guitar. And when I tell you, I feel like everyone should learn an instrument. So I know how to play piano. I know how to sing. I'm a musician, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. Well, I feel like, no, let me not say that because that's rude. So I'm a musician and I have music out, the Gambrells. If you just type my last name in and then add a Z, you'll definitely find it on Spotify and everywhere else. We have an EP out. We're working on the album now. My brother and I actually not started the album. The album was already started. My brother and I started another song on the album. And I think you guys will like that one because it's a vibe. And Logan produced it. I think I want to add some stuff, Logan, if you're listening. I love you. And we about to F stuff up. I didn't want to say it because I know I have some youth listeners listening to the podcast. I don't want to do too much. And I want to monetize this. So I don't want to jeopardize my money. So, yeah, I have music out. I'm a musician. So I started playing guitar, right? And when I tell you, so backstory, my grandpa's guitar was sitting in the basement, right? And it was the day before my birthday this year. And I go, Grandpa. I was like, Pops. So I call him Pops. I was like, Pops, what is that on the top of the storage thing? And he was like, it's a guitar. I said, no. I said, that is not a guitar. No way. So I grab it down. And I was like, bro, I said, this is wild. And he was like, do you want it? And I said, what? So my guitar journey started from my grandpa saying, you want my guitar? So I got his guitar restrung, polished, all that stuff. So now it's beautiful. It sits in my room. I'm looking at it now. She's cute. She's sitting pretty over there. And my sister gave me a capo and a guitar pick. So I had everything I needed. So I've been playing guitar every single day ever since I got it, and I am a prodigy. Now, I'm not going to be arrogant now. But for real, you can ask my sister. I'm strumming away, and I actually know the fingering and everything. That sounds so weird. Anyway, pick something up and just do it. Like if it's guitar, if it's piano. Oh my God, I would always love to play piano. To cure your depression, do stuff you want to do. That's the key in this podcast. Do stuff you want to do. That's what I'm going to title it. Do stuff you want to do. Because if you don't, I feel like that's literally what depression comes from. It's like, all right, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? What's the vibes, right? So yes. Oh yeah, and then random. I used to have anger issues as a kid. Trust me, my brain is just on like ADHD mode, just so y'all know. So as a kid, I used to have anger issues. I used to be mad at the world. Like when I tell you, well, nowadays I'm pretty mellowed out, but do you guys, I think everyone knows this. Like the Hulk, I feel like everyone knows who that is. If you don't know, it's a superhero that turns green, he gets big, he got anger issues, And then he goes, I'm always angry. That's the new Bruce Banner. The old one, he just like got angry and just got big and green. So that's me. I feel like I've had some triggers that I'll explain throughout the podcast. You'll see what I'm talking about sooner or later whenever I feel like talking about the traumatic experiences that I've experienced to trigger that inner demon in me. I wouldn't call it a demon. It's like an inner bestie that I don't really talk to too much. When I get mad, I get mad. But back in the day, I used to get real mad for no reason. Like, it used to be like, Austin, chill out. It was pretty sad. But yeah, nowadays, it's just the Hulk. Homeboy just sits in there and just simmers. Like, if something like really bad happens, he just comes out and I swear everybody move out the way because it's a rampage. Anyway, but I'm actually really nice. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. I feel like you're scared now. Yeah, don't get scared. But if you are scared, it's okay because it's terrifying to see. I'm actually really sweet. You can ask any of my family members or my friends. I'm actually very nice. Well, my sister will tell you otherwise and my brother will tell you otherwise, but don't listen to them. I'm very, very nice. In other news, I am also a Christian, for those that didn't know on the podcast. And let me do this too. So everybody has this dilemma, or not dilemma, this, what is it? Stereotype on Christians. Oh, you guys can't drink. You guys can't do this. You guys can't like do all this, like this and that, chit chat. And I think it's what it is, a stereotype. Because when I tell you, I likes to have a good time. You might see me with a cup of Henny or a tequila or Casa Freak. Never mind. I'm not going to say the rest of that. Yeah, I mean, it just be like that. I mean, you can have a good time. Jesus drank wine. Like, why can't we have a good time too? Like, stop playing. So some people, like, when they like see that you're like religious, they're like, oh my God, like I can't cuss around you. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll drop an F-bomb here and there. But yeah, people have this stereotype on Christians, and it's honestly irritating. It's like, why do you have this stereotype and you don't really know what I be doing? And then when we go out, it's like, oh my God, Austin, I didn't know you drank. It's like, girl, bye. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Oh my God. So speaking of the story continuing, one thing I do when I'm depressed, I buy random stuff. So I bought an Alexa Echo Dot 3, I think, 3rd generation or something, and a smart lamp. So a smart like light bulb. So I put the light bulb in the little socket, and then I set up Alexa. So me and Alexa be having conversations at night, and I have her to go off at 10 p.m. to tell me to go to bed. And high key, I don't go to bed until like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. That's also because of depression and trauma. Anyway, so I got this lamp, right? And my brother goes, hey, what is that? So he sits in my room and we go, all right, this is Alexa. And then me and Alexa start talking. And then my brother's like, wait, what? Like, what? When did you get that? I said, came from Amazon. And then my brother knows if I buy some random stuff, my brother goes, are you okay? It is the funniest thing. Every time he'd be like, are you okay? Because he knows. Like, if I start buying some stuff, that's when we get real low. Real low. Complete transparency. If y'all saw my room right now, it's trashed. Like, usually it's like messy, but now it's like messy. I got lights from photography. I have a lot of junk in my room, and it's getting out of hand. Like, I'm at the point where I'm ready to fight the junk or throw everything away. You know what? Noted. Don't record the podcast in your room, because when I tell you, I'm so distracted by everything right now. Even though nothing is moving, I literally am distracted by everything. So, future podcasts, I'm here to update y'all, really. That's the real reason why I recorded this. So I had my friend Apples was supposed to come on. The mic wasn't working. The second mic wasn't working. So I have to buy a new XLR cord, if you know what that is. It's a cord that goes into the mic to communicate with like the audio interface. Like, hey, I'm connected to you and I'm on and I'm recording some sounds. Yeah, so I was supposed to do that. That got canceled. So I have an interview coming up with Brooklyn. It's going to be an exciting interview. So my friend Brooklyn goes through a lot. And that's why I'm going to have him on the podcast talk about his story so that people can understand what he's going through. So yeah, that's it. This is a little update episode. I'll get more in depth about my trauma, how I deal with it, honestly, because it's a daily thing. A daily, it's more like a weekly. It depends on what everybody's feeling. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you'll learn pretty soon. We'll get into that later. Thank you for listening. I love you. You can do this. I am happy that you're here. You're a survivor. Or you won't give. Nah, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit ahead. That's what I'm gonna do. So you're amazing. And I will talk to you in the next episode. Next episode is Brooklyn, ladies and gentlemen. And whatever your pronouns are, because I know people do that now. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'ma just exit. Okay, bye.